everybody, it's Shelby from Staying Books, and it's time for another Top 5 Wednesday. If you are unfamiliar with Top 5 Wednesday, I will leave a link to the Goodreads group down below so you can check out the weekly topics. But today's topic is inaccurate book covers. So these are covers of books that didn't depict the story, or the character looked nothing like the descriptions, or just were a terrible cover for a really good book. So let's get right into it. Up first with number 5, I have Laurel K. Hamilton's Guilty Pleasures, the first in her Anita Blake series. I have yet to see a cover of this book that does anything for me. This is a vampire series. What the heck does a screw have to do with anything? At least the lips cover version over here, that at least, you know, maybe vampires, maybe, but this? What the heck does this have to do with anything? Now, granted, I didn't particularly enjoy the series, but I know a lot of other people do, and I keep meaning to try the second book to see if it gets any better, but I still have no understanding of this cover at all. At all. Number 4, the entirety of the Life Lessons series by KJ Harper. I love this series. It's fantastic story making, and I love KJ Harper. She is phenomenal, an amazing writer, and a dear, dear person. Just incredibly amazing person. But the layout on these, I can't stand. I don't like the way things are layered within the imaging. The guys in it, just, it's not sexy or appealing in any way, and there's not a clean layout of the way each of the images work with any of them. Each time I picked one of these up, I had to remind myself of how good this series was, because when I looked at the cover, I was like, wait, huh? But the covers are, ignore them, because the series is amazing and fantastic and totally worth the read. So wonderful. Alright, number 3 is by Nora Roberts, most specifically Born in Fire. And now I'm really irritated because I cannot find my copy of this. It is somewhere in my house and I don't know where, and I looked and I looked and I couldn't find it because I hate this cover. What the hell does a flower have to do with anything when she's a glass artist? I mean, I get the red. The red is cool because she's fiery and whatnot, and this is a romance. But she is like one of my all-time favorite female characters by Nora Roberts. I love how passionate Maggie is, and she is just a diva and a half. Like, she takes no bones from anyone and so committed to her art, and a phenomenal artist, and just, I love her. And it's not like the other later books in the series got any better in any incarnation. I mean, yeah, it shows that it's Ireland, but it tells me nothing about the rest of the series other than maybe that it's Ireland, if you can assume that that's Ireland. I mean, I'm sure it is, because that is where these all take place, but I don't particularly enjoy the look of this version either. At least this is clean lined, and like, they're consistently this series, like they're the same incarnation of the series. There have been multiple releases of the series, but none of the covers have ever really, to me, done justice to the series, because the series is fantastic. And Born in Fire is absolutely my favorite book, so this is just not okay. No. Number 2, I put off reading this book for so long because this cover was so bad and gave me no interest in reading this book. And that is Bear, Otter, and the Kid by T.J. Klune. First in his Bear, Otter, and the Kid series. Now granted, none of the covers for the series get much better. The book 3 is decent. Like, I did like that one. Book 1 and book 2, though, are awful. Now, T.J. Klune is a fantastic writer. He has such a humorous style of his writing with how deeply emotional his stories are. And they're such fun, and I really, really loved this book. It was incredible. But I never would have read this book if I did not know how many people loved this book, because the cover just did nothing to draw me to it. And my number 1 disappointment in covers is actually a style of covers, not necessarily just a specific cover, but I cannot stand it. Every single historical romance, bodice ripper, absolutely terrible. What the heck are you putting me through? This one, it's not even on the cover. It's the back. Like, really? Really? This is, I mean, yeah, okay, book it is, because everybody knows what the Fabio-haired bodice ripper cover means, but it's terrible. It is there's just nothing appealing about these covers. And some of these books are really fantastic, but why am I gonna, I don't want Fabio. I don't, like, alright, they're muscly, and this, what is appealing about this? I don't, and it's not even like, okay, I can understand something like a lot of the paranormal books, like, okay, cover of Crave. Sexy man. I get it. Photographed. Like, beautifully done. This is attractive and appealing and beautiful. No. There is a strong difference in appeal of these two books. Sexy and appealing? Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know why, but there is something very disturbing about this or this. Like, I like the sexy man on the cover. Don't get me wrong, I'll pick up the sexy man on the cover. But the drawing version, this does nothing for me. Don't like this type of cover at all. And so I end up missing out on some books because I get that, and I just, like, my mother created a book cover for me that I actually can, like, put over books so you can't see the covers because this just, So yeah, my least favorite type of cover, bodice rippers. So yeah, that's my top 5 least favorite or inaccurate, I guess. Because to me this is inaccurate. This does not depict what the story is about. The story is about a romance, not a, let's see if I can take her clothes off. Sure, that happens. But there's usually more, like, there's adventure and usually, like, okay, I'm gonna guess that this is probably pirates in this one. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I read it. Yeah, he's a pirate captain, essentially. Great, which means adventure on the high seas, super fun. Sure, there's going to be sex and there's probably kidnapping and all of that. But this is just like, let me take her clothes off, and that's not appealing. I want the story. So, put the pirate ship on the cover, just the pirate ship, and I'd be more appealing to this book, or any of them. So yeah, I still feel like they're inaccurate. But anyway, that's my top 5 inaccurate book covers. Covers that I just don't feel do justice to the stories within them. Well, let me know what you think. Do you agree with me? Anybody else hate bodice ripper covers as much as I do? Because I find them incredibly frustrating for some really great books. But let me know. Like this video. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I would love to know what you think. Talk to you soon. Bye.